I'm Cam Rodriguez. Welcome to Channel 4 News at 4. Our top story this afternoon, two young Fresno State students have won the Powerball lottery. The jackpot, currently at $80 million, will be split between two students. Our very own Chelsea Sagmaquen is on the scene with the students. Chelsea?
Thanks, Cam. I'm live here outside Fresno State where we're catching up with the two winners of the Powerball jackpot, where they bought a ticket together and they're going to split the prize money. So here in California, they're going to pay no taxes on their winnings. However, in federal, they're going to pay a quarter of their winnings. Even so, they're going to go home with $30 million. Let's bring over the lucky winners and see what they have to say. Is this the craziest thing that's ever happened to you guys?
It's absolutely insane. I don't even know how to put into words like what is happening right now.
So how did you guys decide on buying a ticket together?
It was actually a random thing that we came up with. We wanted to have some fun, and we were both feeling lucky, so we decided to pick some numbers, and we bought a ticket, and we actually won.
So now the big question, how do you plan on taking your money? Are you going to get it in a lump sum, or are you going to take it over 30 years?
With everything going on, I barely thought about it actually, but I'll probably end up taking over the 30 years because I'll get more money in the end.
And what about you, Faisel? How are you going to take your money?
I'm probably going to go with the lump sum because the time value of money with $20 million up front would give me more in the long run.
So what do you mean about time value of money?
What I mean basically is the money today is always worth than money tomorrow because money can work for you.
All right, well, let's send it over to Shane Scarfeo, our finance guru in studio, where he's going to break down the concept of time value of money.
Thanks, Chelsea. Just like Faisel said, the time value of money is a concept that means that money today is always going to be worth more than money tomorrow because it can work for you. So, for example, let's say we found $100 on the street today versus $100 on the street a year from now in 2016. So let's say we put that in an account that earns 5% interest compounded annually. So we know that interest equals principal times rate times time. So here, our principal is 100. Our rate, like I said, is 5%. And our time is going to be 1 year. So real quick, 100 times 0.05 or 5% times 1 year is going to give us $105 in 2016 as opposed to just the 100 in 2015.
Right, that makes sense, but Faisel's going to give up $10 million over Alyssa. Is the time value of money really enough to make up $10 million over 30 years?
Yeah, absolutely, Chelsea. Why don't we take a look at the monitor real quick and I'll break it down for you.
So let's go back to that 5% account compounded annually. And let's say that both Faisel and Alyssa are going to invest all their money in this account as they get it. So Faisel is starting with $20 million up front, while Alyssa gets $1 million every year for 30 years. As you can see, Faisel's money grows a lot quicker than Alyssa's, even though she gets an additional $1 million every year. He makes over $1 million in interest every single year. It takes Alyssa 18 years to get $1 million in interest. By the end of the 30 years, you can see Faisel's made $16 million more than Alyssa. So just because he started with $10 million less, he actually gained $6 million more.
Thanks, Shane. So Alyssa, what do you think?
I think I want to change my answer.
Reporting here live in Fresno, I'm Chelsea Sagmaquen with Channel 4. Back to you, Cam.
Thank you, Chelsea. Now I'm curious, Shane, at just how powerful this time value of money really is. What if Faisel didn't give up the $10 million and got to invest a whole $30 million? How much more would he have made?
Yeah, it's actually pretty astounding, Cam. Let's go back to the monitor real quick and I'll break down that $30 million versus $30 million over 30 years.
So if we remember, Alyssa makes $70.7 million using the $1 million over 30 years. But if Faisel didn't even have to give up his $10 million and got to invest all $30 million up front, he would actually make $129 million.
Wow, that's very interesting. Thank you, Shane. After the break, new information about the drought and water regulations that are being put in place. That's up next here on Channel 4 News at 4. We'll be right back.